Hello dears, welcome you all to my geography class. So in today's topic we'll be discussing about cash crop. This will be the fourth content from our previous video. So if you haven't gone through the previous video, the link is given below in the description box. You can watch there. Click the link and watch the video. So the fourth content from the previous video is the ideal condition for the growth of cash crops. So we'll be discussing few cash crops, one plantation crop, one fiber crops and one beverage crop. So we'll be taking one plantation crop, that is sugar, then one fiber crop, that is jute, then we'll be taking one beverage crop, that is tea. So we'll be discussing three main cash crops in this particular video. So let us start with sugarcane. Now sugarcane is a plantation crop. So it was first grown in India. Very important to note, sugarcane was first grown in India. The main use of it to produce sugar, jaggery, molasses and khansari. These are some of the product that is extracted from sugarcane, right? So what are the ideal geographical conditions required for the growth of sugarcane? First of all, we'll start with temperature. Now temperature to grow sugarcane, very suitable temperature is 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. This is the ideal temperature required for the growth of sugarcane. Basically it is grown in tropical and subtropical crops. It is a tropical and subtropical crop, or it grown in tropical and subtropical region, right? So obviously in tropical and subtropical region, temperature varies between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. So this is the ideal, like our areas is very ideal place for the growth of sugarcane. Now secondly, rainfall should be 100 to 200 centimeter. Okay, amount of rainfall for the growth of sugarcane should be 100 to 200 centimeter. Thirdly, condition of soil. It requires young alluvial soil as well as black soil. So sugarcane can be grown in both alluvial soil as well as the black soil. Okay, so in India, the main sugarcane producing states are Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. These are three main states where sugarcane is grown. In the world, India is the second largest producer, that is after Brazil. So Brazil is the largest producer, okay, followed by China, Thailand, Pakistan, Mexico and Philippines are some of the countries that also produce sugarcane. Now this is all about the ideal condition required for the growth of sugarcane. Now let us discuss on the next topic, next plantation, next cash crop, that is jute. So jute is a fiber crop, okay, it is also known as golden fiber. Very important to note, jute is known as golden fiber. So 85% of the jute grown in the world today is grown in Ganga Delta. So along the Ganga Deltaic region, 85% of the area is cultivated with jute. So jute is also a kharif crop grown in rainy season. Okay, it grows well in hot humid climate. Okay, so region experiencing hot and humid climate will grow jute. Now temperature required for the growth of jute, basically it needs 21 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, obviously a little bit greater, more than the sugarcane, 21 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. Now humidity, 80% to 90% is necessary as it is grown in humid region. So basically this is a humid crop, we can say. So 80% to 90% humidity is required. Now amount of rainfall, the annual average of 150 to 250 centimeter of rainfall, that is it require heavy rainfall. Okay, and third, soil, it need fresh new alluvial soil. Okay, for the growth of jute it needs fresh and new alluvial soil, or you can say that it is grown in the flooded region. Okay, now it also requires water bodies, there is plenty of flowing water for soaking fibers. It needs water bodies, or it should be grown along the nearby the water bodies, so that the it should absorb the the fiber of the crop should absorb water in large amount. So labor is also a very important factor, that is it needs large supply of cheap labor, because to harvest, to plant, okay, and to extract the fiber we need more number of labors. So large supply of cheap labor is very essential for the growth of jute. Now jute is also used to make gunny bags, carpets, mats, ropes are some of the product from jute that we manufacture. India and Bangladesh are the main producer of jute in the world, then is followed by China. So this is all about the ideal condition required for the growth of jute, which is a fiber crop, which is also known as the golden fiber. Okay, so we'll discuss the last topic, that is one beverage crop, tea. I'm taking tea because it is very common in our areas. Okay, then we'll start with the tea. So tea is a beverage crop, or also an example of a plantation crop, which grows on bushes which are further pruned down to size. They grow well in tropical as well as subtropical climate in large plantation or estates. This type of crops are also grown on the hilly slopes. The leaves of these plants are used commercially. Basically, there is no such fruits in tea. Okay, the leaves are generally used as a commercial purpose. So after tea leaves are plucked, they undergoes 5 different processes. These processes are withering, crushing, fermentation, drying, and sorting. These are the 5 important processes that is conducted for preparing tea. If you happen to visit in the factories, you can see all these 5 important processes are done to prepare a tea. Now you see, temperature required for the growth of tea. Generally it requires 24 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which is very ideal for the growth of and for the production of the tea. Apart from that, it needs minimum 16 degrees Celsius temperature and is must for tea plantation, not less than that. So high temperature is required in summer. This is all about the temperature. We'll see the amount of rainfall. It requires 150 to 350 centimeter of rainfall for the proper growth of tea. Now soil, it needs fertile, rich in organic matters for the ideal growth of tea. Tea requires heavy rain, but water must not stagnate at the root. Means it should be the area of heavy rain, but the land should be undulating, so that water should not remain stagnant, okay, or stored near the root. So it is grown on the hilly slopes basically. So tea picking also requires plenty of skilled labor, generally women, to do this picking because women are considered more skilled in doing these activities. So we'll see in the world where it is grown. Tea is grown in the hilly regions or hilly areas of India, like India, Sri Lanka, China, Kenya, Vietnam, and even in African highlands. So India is the largest producer as well as exporter of tea in the world. Okay, so in India it is grown in Assam, Darjeeling in West Bengal, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu are some of the states in India that grows tea. Fine. Hope you have understood the ideal condition required for the growth of. If you have any kind of doubt in the video, you can write in the comment box. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you have understood the concept properly. Thank you once again.